Cancerians, this is Marishi, you're my channel Shalaka. I've already pulled out 5 cards to see what is the story which wanted to come through for this week. You've got the Prince of Wands as your first card. You've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Center of the reading is the Alchemist. You've got the Ace of Wands, and the last card is a Chariot in reverse. Okay, behind the deck is a Four of Cups in reverse, and when I broke the deck, we can see the Princess of Cups in reverse. While I was showing you the cards, I got the image, or I got the feeling of being stuck in a swamp, okay, and you being pulled down. How much ever you try to keep your head out of it, you're still being sucked down, okay? And it feels like what it's trying to show me is some of you Cancerians out there might have been trying to survive the whole year probably. If you've gotten this far, let's just wait, yeah, for the next year, because it feels very pivotal right now, okay? Next year, I was speaking about how important 2020 could be for some of us, yeah, because it's year number 4. It could be the start of something for some of us, okay? So let's just get through this year. Just get through it, okay? We have made it so far, and that's the best thing. Okay, moving on. I also get the feeling there is disappointments in this year for some of you Cancerians out there. Things did not work out the way you wanted it to. You really wanted something, it did not take off. It did not take off. And I also want to say, don't lose faith in this. Whatever that dream was, whatever that wish was, which you wanted to fulfill in this year, just don't give up. Just don't give up yet. There might be a reason why it did not take off. There might be a reason why it didn't work out in the first place. Because it needs tweaking. It needs tweaking some way. Okay? What does that mean? You need to look at it from another angle, it seems. And also the stressing. You need to keep faith in whatever it is. Okay? Don't let it discourage you yet. Just because it failed you the first time, the second time, probably the third time, don't give up yet. Don't lose hope, okay? There is something you got to do about it. There is something about you need to assess it, why it never worked out in the first place. There is a need for you to assess and understand and look at it from a different perspective, a different angle, okay? Also, there is a need to prioritize what is really important. Prioritize. What could have been important for you 4 months before? It is not as important now, or there might be things which might have changed, okay? There might be some aspects of it which can be released, okay? There is something about tweaking the whole plan, looking at it from another angle. For most of you, it might be different, okay? And only you would know what I'm talking about, because I have no clue. This is what you need to hear from me right now, okay? Tweak it, look at from another angle, okay? Don't be discouraged just because it did not work out in 2019, okay? 2020 is very it feels like it's a very, very important year, okay, for some of you to make it happen, and probably make it happen big, okay, big. Assess what is important. Put in the effort, okay, don't give up. Okay, moving on. First up, take charge. Take charge of the situation. Action is required. How much ever it feels like nothing is, things are just halted, things are not budging. You need to do something about it. You cannot just sit there and let it be. No, that's not going to work out, okay? You need to have that fierce determination to, charge forward, to make the bloody horses get up. Yeah? You need to take charge. You need to get back on that chariot, okay? It needs orders. It just won't get up and walk on itself. Yeah? You need to make them get up. For that, you need to have a direction. Some of you might be financially struggling. You might have lost money, okay, when you did that before. This might be the reason also why it's pulling you down, not you're not wanting to take a risk because of the financial aspect which is involved, okay? But it still tells you, it's still asking you to look at it from a different perspective. Just what I was speaking earlier, okay? Even with the magician at the center of the reading, okay? Put in your everything. It doesn't, even if you don't have the resources, take it from somewhere, okay? Bring in partners. If it's a work situation, bring in partners, okay? Bring in people who can invest in your plan, okay? It's up to you. I don't know what you're up to, but you know what needs to be done. If you're listening to this, you know what needs to be done, okay? Take action, very much, if you really want to grab onto that opportunity and not let it pass by. You cannot just sit and wait and in the fear of losing again, in the fear of failing again. You just cannot, okay? Because these two cards together up here, you need to do something about it to get this big opportunity in your hand. To make it big, you need to do something about it, okay? Even if you look at this magician, it's just a coincidence. If you look at this magician, he's actually holding on to the same wand, okay? Holding on to the same wand, and he's looking into the book. So it's almost like if you want to grab onto that opportunity, you need to see at the situation from a different perspective. There's not just one way to do things. There's many, and you need to learn. You need to research, okay? Yeah, you need to understand why things are not moving. Things did not work out. Just what I was speaking earlier. Assess it from a different angle to understand why things did not work out in the first place. Right now you are very unhappy, okay, and you really want to get out of it. You very much, even without me saying, you know, you really want to make it happen. You're already thinking about it. You're already thinking about it. But the thing is, what I feel about this reading is, you're scared about taking risk. Okay? Exactly. Okay, exactly where I felt. Okay, I never saw these cards before I was speaking. It was just a feeling. Remember the swamp thing I told you about? That is how it is for you. Okay, you really want to get out of the situation and make things work for you. Okay, but yet, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, when I spoke to you about the swamp, which is just sucking you under, okay, not letting you get out, it is right in here, in your head, about failing, about not making it again. You know, that confidence is a little rattled. You might have failed a couple of times. That is why you have this sinking feeling that if you try again, you're still going to lose. That is why you are very much hesitant to do something about it. Okay, it's you. It's not the factors around you. It's not others who's pulling you down. It is you yourself. It is your mindset, which is, you know, which is the swamp. The swamp is right inside your head, which is not letting you get out of this. Yeah. Ten of Swords in reverse, the resurrection. It is a way you're thinking right now, which is not letting you resurrect from the dead. You're asking you to make this decision. You know, don't sorry, not saying it's asking you to make that damn decision, okay, and stick with it, okay, because I see you jumping. Yes, I should do it, I really want it, but then you are like, no, I shouldn't, because I'm going to get screwed up again, you know, like, no, don't think that. Yes, it's all about, this is never going to, I will, you know, I will be beaten down again, I will fail again, you know, this is how it's going to be, I'm going to fail again, I will never be able to get out of it again, you know, it's never going to work out. How much ever I try, how much ever effort I put in, it's never going to work out. That's a way the swamp is making you think. This is for some of you out there. Who's really, you know, literally tying their own hands to the chair. But, you know, binding themselves with a scotch tape or something. Yeah, because they don't see the brighter side of things. They just, you know, just in a corner in a dark room, they don't want to get out. It's all in the head. All those conflicts which you're having is in the head. I'm telling you, some of you out there might have lost the balance. Okay? Is actually questioning themselves. Someone's confidence is so low. Okay? It's almost like I can never make it happen. Okay, Emperor in reverse. You have all the damn experience in the world to make it happen, but yet you don't want to take the risk. You just don't want to take the risk. And some of you out there, okay, this is weird, is pushing away people. There is this, okay, this is for just a few of you, okay, minority. You're pushing away people. You don't want the help of people. You don't want to ask the people, because once upon a time you were the emperor. You knew it all. People used to ask your help. Now, when you really need to come out and seek help, that is, that feels like, yeah, that's affecting your pride somehow. Okay, you're fighting away people. You don't want their help, because again, it's all in the head. You will feel so small to do that, because you were the emperor once upon a time and they all asked for your help. Now you are helpless and you don't want to go and get help for yourself. There are two fights. There are two fights between the emperor. That's how things are right now. So much conflicts, so much conflictual. And I want to say it's all in the head. It's not physical people fighting you. It's almost like you are pushing away the people, saying they don't want it. They will laugh at you if you ask for, they will humiliate you. Okay? Just because, you are at a low point right now. They're going to humiliate you, which might not be the actual case. You might have real friends, okay? The Three of Cups. You might have people who might, extend the hand to help you out. But what I see with you is you pushing them away. Because again, it's all in the head. You just, somehow you don't want to accept help. You're very much stressed out. You cannot sleep. Okay? With what people might be talking about. Okay? You're just a little lost up here. You're just a little lost up here. Yeah. Just what I was speaking about. What people might be speaking behind your back. When I spoke about the humiliation. Yeah? This is a bad place to be, actually. Okay? It's a little like self-sabotage. You are screwing yourself without any reason, actually. You want to, but you don't want to. You just can't make up your mind. You really want to ask their help, but then you're backing off. Okay? When I spoke about a swamp, it's like you want to get out of the swamp. People might be, extending some kind of a stick or something for you to get out. Okay? But then um, you just don't want to accept the stick. Okay, and if you don't accept that help, you're going to sink. Okay, at your worst, worst situation as well, it's life and death, yet your pride comes in between. That's the sad part. Even when people are genuine enough to help you, you're pushing them away. Okay, it's almost like you can't see through them. It's just you don't want to see through them because there is so much going in your head. Like I said, it's repetitive. Okay, this is what you see people doing behind you. Okay, this is what you're worried about. The Seven of Swords, things going behind your back. That is what is stressing you out. Even if people are celebrating, people are just gossiping about you. With the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords, people are just gossiping about you. That's all what get out of it. It's not everything about you. And you might have genuine friends in your life whom you're pushing away. They're asking you to heal your heart. Okay? I really want to stress on, you're really hurting yourself, self-sabotage. Okay? You're really hurting yourself for no reason at all. You need to heal your heart. Okay? That could be done some of you might not be sleeping well. Does that make sense? Even with the Nine of Swords, some of you really need to rest up. I know this is a very calm reading, but some of you really need to hear it. It's not talking about any love story or anything. It's just what you need to hear right now. At least for some of you. I don't think so. This is for everyone out there. It's almost like it's preparing. It's preparing you to make or take an action for making things work. At least it's time. It's time. Okay? You need to get over it. If people have hurt you before, get over it. Okay? If you have lost something, if things did not work out your way, get over it. Okay? You cannot just push yourself. Like, not anymore. Okay? Not anymore. You don't have an excuse to do that. King of Swords and Eight of Swords. Okay? Eight of Swords, King of Swords is all about a person who is very logical, and it's time to be very practical. Okay? Like I said, you have no excuses anymore. You need to think practically. Doesn't matter what people did to you in the past. People might have betrayed you as well, because we saw the Ten of Swords. People might have betrayed you, but it's time to get over it. Don't see everybody with the same eye. Maybe there are friends amongst people whom you think are your enemies. Okay? You need to heal. which is very important right now. Just like I said, you're literally tying your hands and tying yourself to the chair and, you know, switching off the light and shutting the door behind you. You're self-sabotaging, okay? You just don't want to get out and see what's out there or risk it, okay? You don't know what to do about it, that's why. And it's asking you to be very practical about your situation. And you need to, you know what needs to be done. It is right in front of you. You're very much, you're not stupid. As Blunta said, you are not stupid. You are a smart person. But yet, you're not doing anything about it. And they're asking you to take the damn action right now. It's time. You have no excuse to let the past make you be stuck in the present as well. Whatever might have been overwhelming you, yeah, just, yes, Princess of Cups, that's what, when we broke the deck, we got the Princess of Cups in reverse. You understand what has been there. It was just, you know, an illusion. It wasn't even genuine enough. I get it. The next card is a Fool card right behind it. They're asking you to get over it. Okay, move on. Move on. How much ever it's overwhelming you, okay, same. Princess of Cups and a Queen of Cups, it has transitioned. You have aged from the princess to the queen, but still you're, you know, stuck with the same damn cup which has already drained out. And still you're holding on to it. Doesn't make much of a sense, does it? It might have been 4 years now or 4 months now. Get over it. Yeah, be the fool. It doesn't matter. Take the fool's journey. It's high time you explore what's out there and move on. Get up and move on. You cannot slump anymore. That's, yes, Queen of Swords. Again, just like the King of Swords, put a damn stone or a rock on top of your heart, okay? If that is what is needed right now. If it's hurting and it's difficult to get out of the situation, you know, just stop giving the heart any importance. Do what is needed for you. Okay, be the queen, the icy queen. If that is what is needed right now. Yeah? 3 of Wands. Look what's out there, just like the Fool. There are plenty which is out there. If you, again, an adventurous person. Okay, this is a merchant who's waiting for his ships to come in. There is this vibe of, you know, expecting. Okay, there is this vision about the future. What is the time? 28 minutes. Yes. Take hold of the opportunities. Just like the magician I showed you, he has a wand in his hand and we have an Ace of Wands up for grabs. Only if you take charge. If you only, you know, make some kind of an action to go grab the wand. Yeah. Doesn't matter how you're going to, you know, shake things up. If that is what is needed, do it. You know, get out of things which is not working. Get out of things which is not working. Again with the Prince of Swords, if you need to end something, so be it. Yeah, so be it. Yes, again, 6 of Swords in reverse. If something is not meant to move forward or it's not working out, it's time. And you know for sure it's not working out. Like it's clear as day to you. How much of it you try, there is no future. then it's time to take the fool's journey, to take the leap of faith. Yes, you might have been contemplating this for some time. You might have been contemplating taking some kind of an action in regards to something which is not working, which is not moving forward. You have been researching for some time what needs to be done. The only thing is, you got to do what you need to do. Something which has not been, which doesn't have any stability or security. It's not giving you any kind of security for the future. Okay, with the King of Pentacles and the Chariot card in reverse, both these cards in reverse, this doesn't have a future. And you realize it. You know it's not going to work. Why not jump out of the chariot? The wheels are broken. You can't do anything about it. Sorry, that's the King of Pentacles. The wheel is broken. You need to change it or do something about it. For that, you need to make some kind of an action. Yeah. The stressing on something which is not working, it's not moving forward. Okay. See, Six of Swords, and you have been contemplating in regards to something which is not working. What is not working? A Six of Swords in reverse. It's a sinking ship. Okay, it's a sinking ship. You cannot scotch tape it. Okay, there is a hole in this boat. You cannot scotch tape it and take it to the waters. You're going to drown. And the people who are going to sit with you, okay, you're going to drown them as well. Okay, if you're suicidal, then it's a different case. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. There is no moving forward. Everything talks about the same. Hence, why not shake things up for your own damn sake? For your own happiness, then. With the Star card, look at it. Look at what is important. Look at what is important for yourself. What makes you happy? What makes the people around you happy? Do that. Yeah. Four of Pentacles and the Judgment, and the Princess of Pentacles. It seems like you are holding on to something, even after a judgment has been passed. You're still holding on to something. You're still trying to make something work. Okay? You've already come a long way. You're trying to make it work. You're not letting go. I see you, yeah? Still holding on to it tightly. But it seems like the judgment has been passed within this. Okay? You're a very unhappy person. Even while you are holding on to it, you're very unhappy. Even when you're still holding on to it, it's like you're in the midst of it, but you are alone. Does that make sense? Everything what you want is around you. You haven't let it go, but then you're still unhappy. Some of you might be having children, okay, with the Empress and the Ten of Cups. That might also be the reason why it's difficult for you to cut the cords. Yes, this is going now to the relationship side. Two of Cups, the Devil card in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. Because it just, conflicted with what I'm speaking about. But some of you might have been holding on to it tightly, not letting it go, because you had a reason. The reason could be you might have a family, you might have children who is dependent on you. That is why I picked on the energy that how much ever you hold on to it, you still feel you are just by yourself and very unhappy. There is a need for a Tower moment to happen. there is a need for speaking out the truth. Okay, when you look at the Judgment card, the spirit is actually blowing the trumpet. It's almost like speaking out your truth in regards to what you really need. Okay, there is an importance about what makes you happy and what, you cannot live a life just for the heck of it. There is something about excuses, which I spoke about earlier, which makes perfect sense up here. Okay, you do not have that excuse anymore. You do not have that excuse anymore. You're still looking at the past, what you had. Okay, and it's difficult for you to let go of something, cutting yourself. It could be a relationship, just because you're thinking about what you had in the past, the family you made in the past. Okay, you're still wondering if there is still a chance. There is still a chance at it, but it seems like there is an imbalance. How much ever you try, there is an imbalance with the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. How much ever you put in, you might have tried it as well. How much ever you put in, it's always, the ratio is different. The ratio is never on the same scale. Someone is giving more than the other person. There is no balance. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles and the Temperance, there is, and it seems like, it feels like it's okay. This is how it's going to be. It's, with a Wheel card as well. It's you feel like that's normal. The imbalance in the ratio is normal. You're used to it, so you stop complaining. It's almost like there is no point complaining, so why even bother? Yeah, because nothing is going to change. How much ever you try to fight, it is only going to make things difficult between this relationship, which is almost strained. Okay, you know how it is. There might be things which is happening behind the veil as well. What is the time? 37 minutes. I need to stop. Okay, which might be the reason for things to come to an end as well. Okay, you might have found out things which was happening